Hey everyone, it's the Irish Oprah and Marie back
Hi,
again. A little summer or
sunshine.
sunshine. Sunshine, I keep getting them mixed up. Sunshine, summer, same difference, unless you live in Ireland. But cool. So yeah, last week we gave a little bit of an introduction to the masculine, feminine
Yeah,
energy,
yeah,
and we thought we'd talk a little bit more. I suppose a little bit more specific.
yeah.
Um,
About really why it's important.
yeah. So just thought like another, just lead on from that introduction, and then we're going to talk about what specifically we're going to do in the webinar
Yeah,
series. Is
yeah.
that cool? Yeah,
That sounds good. So
cool.
I think we had some really good questions posted around masculine, feminine energy and understanding a little bit more. But I think the one thing that we probably need to maybe expand on is why is it important? Because a lot of people say, well, like, I'm happy the way I am, and that's great. But the thing that we need to understand is that every relationship we have, we bring either positive power, our own personal power, and it's that power that helps us influence those relationships. So the more we understand and balance our masculine and feminine energy, the more we understand, who we are from that perspective, and our energy systems are balanced, the more influence we have in our life. So from an intimate relationship perspective, it goes from being relationships where um, they might be competitive. So I find a lot when I talk to especially women that they talk about how their relationships with their males are competitive. And that's the masculine fighting against the masculine.
Oh yeah.
So you move from being competitive into being two independent people that actually come together and support each other. And that's probably not something we see a lot of in our society today, but it's where we really want to strive to be. So as individuals, individuals often talk to me about, I'm in a relationship and I lose myself. I do everything that they want to do, whether it's a man or a woman, and I don't know who I am. I lose my friends, I lose my focus, and everything that's important to the other person becomes important to me. And really, that's an unbalanced person. So when we come into a balanced energy system, we are able to hold our own personal power. So when you get into it, you actually learn how to do that a little bit more rather than just turning up.
Mm.
So I know when we first met, that was something that you and I talked a bit about. What maybe to help other people understand, how did it make you feel when you were maybe in an unbalanced energy system?
Yeah. So whenever I first came and spoke to Marie, I was just what you just basically said there. Sort of felt I was losing my sense of self. And I was always wanting to please, want to be the pleaser and do what my partner wanted to do and like what they liked, and it was to try and make them happy. If they were happy, I was happy, sort of thing. And it was I sort of lost like what I wanted and what I was doing and stuff like that. So it was weird, but I didn't really know why until I came and chatted to you, and it was got down to the nitty gritty about masculine and feminine energy and.
So how did that make you feel when you were giving over to them? Did it make you feel more powerful or less powerful?
No, definitely inferior. Like definitely less powerful. I felt it just had no. Like I gave my power away.
Yeah.
That's how it was, and I felt that it's hard to explain. Just that I was. I gave my power away to make them happy, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it was making me unhappy
Yeah.
in a different, like a subconscious sort of way.
Yeah.
And I didn't really catch on to that,
Yeah.
and I was giving, and then not getting anything, and it was it was unhealthy.
Yeah, and it is like that. You feel depleted. You feel
Yeah.
like, who am I? I've got nothing left to give. And the other person probably feels the same way, but because the relationship's unbalanced. It happens in our work relationships. We've all had bosses where, some ridiculous things can happen in the workplace and you sort of go, what's going on? But you've done all you can to try and please and give out. You don't realise that your influence starts and ends with you.
Yeah.
And the more power you have in yourself, and we're not talking about power where you win and someone loses. This is really about two people sitting in their own power, coming together, staying in their own power.
Yeah, so it's a win-win.
It's a win-win, and the influence comes from the fact that I have some things to give, you have some things to give, I have some things to receive, you have some things to receive, and we balance that out. That is a really powerful relationship.
Yeah, so I was probably needy in some of those times, like a couple of years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Very needy and wanting to be filled up, I suppose, from instead of having that power myself. And
that's a really good way to explain it. Is we have an expectation that someone else is going to come into our life and fill us up.
Yeah.
And then we have all the expectations lead to the drama and the arguments because they don't act and behave the way we want them to.
Yeah.
Because we have these expectations, they're there to make us happy. Well, in reality, the only person here to make ourselves happy is ourselves.
That's what I've finally twigged on, learning.
And so how do you feel now when you go, even just seeing business relationships where you're more balanced? How does that?
Oh, it's awesome. Like, it's really, you just, like, far more confident, far more, like, direct and assertive, and, yeah, just a real knowing sort of thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So these sort of things I think we need to maybe help other people with and cover off in our webinars.
Yep, definitely. That's what I want. Yeah, that's my ultimate goal, is to help others to learn from my, I suppose, learnings and stuff.
So over a couple of weeks, so maybe 3 or 4 weeks, we can expand on the masculine, feminine, and what it actually means, and how you balance your energy systems, and also how you gain the understanding of your own power and influence in the relationships you currently have. I think it's an opportunity for people to ask lots and lots of questions.
Yeah, because there's people coming from different perspectives. They'll want to know what about this and why is this and stuff like that. So it's a perfect platform to go a bit of dialogue and create that communication between us, or you and the people that want to get involved.
Sounds great. So we'll have a link below the video that they can register for a webinar, and you'll get all the details in the link. And if you're interested and you want to have any specific questions covered off,
yeah, just post them in the comments beneath the thing here, and then we'll write them up or whatever, and then set it up and go from there. But I think the webinar is limited to 100 people.
Yeah, first 100.
So it'll be first in, best dressed sort of thing, won't it?
Yeah.
Right, cool. So we'll plan for that just next week. Start for next week. We'll organise it and see if there's many people want to get involved, and
yeah, go from there.
Yeah, go from there. Cool. Cool.
Good.
Sounds good. Say bye bye.
So
All right.
see ya.
See ya.